Hello, my name is Alan Walker, and I have a pretty nice life. Or at least I had a pretty nice life. Truth be told, everything was going fairly well. I got good grades in school, got a scholarship to a decent college, where I got my bachelor's degree in business management, and exited out into the world, and even managed to score myself a decent job. Sure, I started pretty low on the totem pole, but it's only a matter of time until I work my way up. Or at least I had hoped. However, it's no longer really an option. You see, through might you call it fortunate or unfortunate set of circumstances, I'm now currently working for someone that, quite frankly, weirds me out. And the bad part is that I'm going to be working for him forever. The rest of my life. It's really kind of a shit deal. It all started one day when I was making my way home from work. I had just got off from filing another stack of paperwork for my boss, and I finally got to loosen my suit, take my tie off, kick back and relax. I was stopping by a convenience store to get a few brews, hoping to watch the latest football game. I got it on TiVo, and to boot, I managed to avoid getting details on the game all day, so it's going to be a complete surprise. My one taste of relaxation before it's back to the grind. And that's when things went sour. As I was making my way down the street, on my way to the subway, I suddenly found myself being snatched and dragged into an alley by a few random guys, which was of course unpleasant. They, of course, robbed me blind. They stole my wallet, my watch, my very expensive shoes that I just bought. And right when I hoped that it was all over, one of them pulled a gun, because apparently robbing me wasn't good enough. So they shot me several times dead center before running off and leaving me bleeding out in an alley. As the lights began to fade and everything slipped to black, I was expecting to wake up in heaven. I mean, I was a pretty good guy. If anybody should go to heaven, I should go to heaven. I never did anything really bad. But that's when I met him, as I suddenly found myself sort of floating in a weightless environment. And there, standing in front of me, was a curious guy. Of all things, wearing a green suit, carrying a cane, and just smiling at me as I floated there. "Hey there, laddie. You seem to be having a tough day." Yeah, I replied, looking down at him, as while I seemed to be floating, he seemed to be standing. And it was just some sort of empty black space. There didn't seem to be anything in any direction. What the hell is this? Where am I? Oh, this is sort of an in-between space. It's a space through which souls travel before they reach the hereafter. Wait a second. Souls? The hereafter? What are you talking about? Well, I'm sort of sorry to break this to you, but you're you're dead. Remember, you should probably have some recollection of dying. I got shot in an alley over my pocket money. Oh, crap. You're kidding me. So I am dead? Yeah, well, sorry it looks that way, the man said. Wait a second. If I'm dead, then who the hell are you? Oh, well, sorry. I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Seamus. It's nice to meet you. Seamus, I replied as I raised an eyebrow at this curious individual. Okay, Seamus, if I'm dead, then what does that make you? Well, obviously that makes me not dead. I'm not the one floating about now, am I? Well, yeah, I suppose you have me there, I replied as I looked at myself, still sort of drifting about. I sort of had a glow to me, like a dull blue. Okay, Seamus, so if you're not dead, then how are you talking to me? What are you, some sort of psychic? Oh my god, am I a ghost? That would be such a ripoff. Tell me I'm not a ghost. Well, no, you're not a ghost as of yet. You might become one if you linger. Cling to this life, and the mortal coil, as it were. However, I came across this interesting situation, seeing you sprawled out in the alley, and thought, here's an opportunity. Opportunity comes in the strangest of ways sometimes. An opportunity. What, are you gonna rob my corpse? I'm afraid to tell you, but the guys who killed me already took everything. No, laddie, I'm not here to rob you. I'm here to offer you a reprieve. A deal. You see, I'm sort of new in town. I don't exactly know how things work around here. I tried to cut a bargain just a wee bit earlier today, and it, well, didn't really work out. She handed me this sort of green paper. No fucking idea what to do with it. It's nonsense. And the more I look around, the more everything just confuses me. Everything was so simple in the fair realm. Well, at least it felt simple since I lived my whole life there. But now that I'm here, I need to understand how things work. How's a man supposed to make a profit if he doesn't know how to make it? And I need to know what people value here, how they feel about things, what works to my advantage and what doesn't. To me, everything here seems so strange. Your values, your beliefs, your ideas, they're all just so alien. Even what you consider valuable, it all just strikes me as odd. So, I need a bit of a guide. Someone to show me how things work. And in this situation, I stumble across ye, who seem to be in a bit of a pickle. And as I said, opportunity sometimes comes in the strangest of forms. You see, you may be dead, but there's just enough life clinging to you that, if I were to give it the old college shot, I could bring you back. Give you your life back, so to speak. You'd like that, wouldn't you? To keep on living, breathing this mortal earth. Living life. Who wants to be dead when there's plenty of fun to be had? You could do that? I said as I stared down at the man. What the hell is he? The Fey realm? He doesn't understand what people value? Needs a guide. None of it made any sense. But he was right about one thing. I definitely didn't want to be dead. Okay, so you say you can bring me back to life? I asked. Yes, that's correct. But I'm not just gonna do it for the fun. This is a deal, laddie. A bargain between you and I. Okay, I replied. So what do you want from me? Money? No. What I want is your service. Here's the deal. I bring you back, and you work for me. Forever. Think of it as ever-prolonged employment. I'll even give you a fair wage. And all you got to do is teach me how things work here. And, once I understand things a little bit better, help me with my work, for so long as I see fit. And for that low cost, I'll give you back your life. So, what do you say? Does it sound like a deal? Well, this wasn't exactly normal. However, being that I did not want to be dead, it sounded like the best deal I was gonna get. Honestly, I sort of felt like this entire thing was a hallucination. I mean, really, who the hell does this guy think he is? Can bring me back from the dead? But sure, it beats just rolling over and accepting being dead. Alright, Seamus, was it? You've got yourself a deal. You bring me back to life, and I'll show you how things work, and work for you. For a fair wage, obviously. I still need to eat. I'm glad to hear we have a deal, Sonny. Now, let's shake on it, he said, as he extended his hand out to me. And I reached out, clasping his, as suddenly a bright golden light began to shine out from his form, beaming out in all directions, and suddenly everything was a wash of golden light, and I felt a pounding in my chest. My heart was beating. For a moment it almost hurt it was beating so hard, until my eyes shot open, and I gasped for breath, panting as I sat there, looking down at my chest. My shirt was covered in blood, as I quickly in a panic ripped my shirt open to look at my chest, finding 3 healed over scars, and I even found bullets inside of my shirt, as I breathed rapidly, staring down at my chest. What in the world? Well, a deal's a deal, laddie, I heard as I looked up to find him standing there in front of me. That strange man in the green suit with the cane, curly red hair, green eyes, and a big grin plastered on his face. As we agreed, you're back amongst the world of the living. As I said, my name is Seamus, and you'll be working for me from now on. Okay, Seamus. Just one question. What the hell are you? I said, staring up at him, completely dumbfounded that he was able to do it at all. As he stood up tall, adjusted his suit with a smile. Oh, me? Well, I thought you'd understand that. My kind has visited your world before, though it's been some time since I've heard rumor of it. I'm a leprechaun lad. So, first and foremost, before anything else gets underway, how the hell do you get gold in this world? I mean, seriously, what in the hell is this green paper crap? What do you even do with it? I'm fucking starving. And just like that, I found myself in the employment of, believe it or not, a freaking leprechaun. And this is just how the story begins. It does get weirder.